sponsored by Grey Whale Entertainment. We're here today at Groovy Cinema Pub to review more movies. I'm Jeff Weiss from X96's Radio from Hell.
And I'm Jimmy Martin with Slug Magazine.
Our next movie is I'm Still Here, which purports to be a documentary about Joaquin Phoenix's retirement and subsequent revival of his career as a hip-hop.
That's you. Drops of water, and you're on top of the mountain, a success. But one day you start sliding down the mountain, and you think, wait a minute, I'm a mountaintop water drop. I don't belong to this valley, this river, this low dark ocean with all these drops of water. Then one day it gets hot, and you slowly evaporate into air, way up, higher than any mountaintop, all the way to the heavens. Then you understand that it was at your lowest that you were closest to God. Life's a journey that goes round and round, and the end is closest to the beginning. So if it's change you need, relish the journey.
Hoax.
Yeah, if you were one of those who was on the fence of whether the whole Joaquin Phoenix thing was a hoax, this will settle the debate completely.
True.
Because when I say quasi-documentary, it's clear this is a mockumentary with a little bit of grain of truth. I mean, there is some real stuff in here about child performer Joaquin Phoenix getting burned out, rising to the top, all the stuff he's been through. But the hip-hop stuff is a fake.
We talked about this. If you want to know one person that's going to come into this scene and know that it's a hoax, it's Puff Daddy. What's funny is that in the scenes they have together, you can almost see them covering their mouths and smiling because they can't contain their laughters.
I literally don't know what to say. Do I say Diddy?
How you doing?
Good, man. How's it going?
Good.
Phoenix, Joaquin Phoenix to see Diddy.
To see who?
Diddy, Mr. Combs, Sean.
What's good?
What's up, man? Obviously, you had great success in film and music. Mm-hmm. And what I wanted is to be something...
Do you have money, though? Do you have money to do this?
Like how much? I mean, I have a little studio, you know? Like in my garage, got Pro Tools set up.
See, that's a problem. When people try to do things, they don't do it the way they do it for their own industries. When you go make a movie, you got money to make a movie, right?
What I want it to be is like a place of true exploration.
Can you do that in acting?
What I do, that's the thing, is that as an actor, you're shielded. It's a different, you know, I mean, you know this, Christ.
No, that's not a different thing.
But you
lights, right?
shit.
Lights,
Okay.
lights.
Yes, how much?
Craft services.
Yeah, it costs a lot.
Trailers.
Yeah.
Makeup, hair, DP,
Good point.
gaffers.
I get it.
Same thing. Studio, engineer,
I got it.
me,
Wow.
Me.
Yeah, you.
the speakers.
I get it.
Do you have any money?
Well, how much you need?
How much you got?
So I'm sitting there going, really? Do another take. You know, and I with this film, I like the idea. I love a good prank like anybody else does.
Right.
You know what? Do it like Andy Kaufman, who did it in the late 70s with Tony Clifton.
Right.
But you know what? With Andy Kaufman, and they're both, okay, here's my parallels with Andy Kaufman's Tony Clifton and Joaquin Phoenix, is that they were both obnoxious, they're both self-righteous.
You mean JP?
Yeah, JP, as he's referred to. But here's the thing. Tony Clifton never asked for empathy at the end of his joke.
No.
No, whereas JP does. I can call him JP now. He looks for people to feel bad for him.
Right.
He's a jerk.
Yes.
Why would I want to feel bad for him?
If you thought Joaquin Phoenix was an insufferable, pretentious bore before this movie, it will only reinforce that stereotype. Or if you liked him, you will find him an insufferable, pretentious bore. You know what really pushed me over the edge? Were the fake jackass type gags in the film.
When people start defecating on each other in their sleep and laughing about it and patrolling the internet for escorts so they can snort cocaine off their breast. Isn't there a Jackass movie come out in a week?
Yes, and it's in 3D, and I'm looking forward to it. Oh, and by the way,
because it's their world.
And by the way, it won't be 108 insufferable minutes long.
That's true.
It's funny, we talked about how much we enjoy the work of Ben Affleck as a director. This was directed by his younger brother, Casey Affleck, Joaquin Phoenix's brother-in-law,
Yep.
who just let Joaquin Phoenix and friends run rampant over the film for no good reason. There's really...
You know what gets me too is that like he started bringing in like I'm guessing his friends from Hollywood. So when
Right.
Ben Stiller walks onto the screen with the script of Greenberg, and Joaquin Phoenix thinks he's asking him to be Greenberg and he's not, and everybody's like, oh, that's why Ben Affleck made fun of him at the Academy Awards. No, it's not. They were all in on the joke. If anybody's gonna go do a prank, it's Ben Stiller.
Right. Well, and it's funny, I never noticed this in the Joaquin Phoenix performance on David Letterman's show before, but you can see him, maybe it's because it's on the big screen, you can see him start to break character.
Oh, sure.
He's even starting to laugh at his own joke.
And I think that was actually my favorite part of the film was to relive the Letterman scene.
Yes.
Because Letterman just lets him have it. And you know, he's like, you're not going to act like this on my show. You're not going to take your joke to my show. I'm not going to put up with you.
Yeah.
And Joaquin doesn't even know how to handle it. And then you get these fake scenes of him freaking out in Central Park and begging to, you know, get back to the top. I'm not buying it.
Yeah,
I'm not buying it. I checked out a long time ago, Joaquin.
No, and speaking of not buying, if I were a moviegoer, I would not buy a ticket to this movie.
True.
I hated it. 1 star.
Oh, really? You know, for the prank, like I said, like a good prank, I give it 2, but they're pushing it. And just acknowledge it's a hoax. You know, you got time left. Do it on the DVD.
Yeah, go back to Gladiator.
I am sorely vexed.
Yes. Why is he alive? This vexes me. I am sorely vexed.